What's up YouTube? Cap over here and welcome to the Cap side. Today I'm going to bring you a new battle with Tom, who's from Reddit. And a little backstory here. Tom messaged me and he told me how much fun he had. We had a conversation and it was really awesome getting to know the guy because I want to get to know you guys and see what you think, if you enjoyed the battle and just some of that. And I promised him I'd get this video out as soon as possible out on the channel, and so here we are, and this one's gonna go out to you, Tom, just for bringing such a unique set that I've never seen before, and just for messaging me. Like, I enjoyed that made my day. And so with that, let's get on to the battle. Over here I figured he would start off with, I wasn't sure who he'd start off with, so I just sent out my Typhlosion, as my Typhlosion does do a lot of damage to whatever he was going to send out, so I felt comfortable sending him out, and it was obviously a really good choice here, as I'll go for an Eruption. Olga the Molga can't take this, and he doesn't, but he is Focus Sash, which is interesting, because I didn't know what it wanted to do, so we'll go for an Agility, get at +2, at this point it'll outspeed me, so I'm like, I want my Typhlosion at full health, so it's probably going to go for an Electric attack, right? That makes sense. So I'm going to send out my Solid Snake, the ground Pokemon, which electricity doesn't care about it, as it goes for a Baton Pass. And you know what? You gotta have 4 people running the relay, so why not pass it on to someone else? As TNTree will come on out. And I'll just set up my Stealth Rocks. Great time to set up my Stealth Rocks, and TNTree's just gonna chill in there and stare at me. At this point, I don't know what this thing wants to do. And I'll just send out the gentleman. The gentleman will take a nap here, because after a long night of doing gentleman stuff, him and his stash need to take a rest. A little power nap, if you must. And he's just going to set a substitute, and we're going to progress into this battle, and you'll see that he does some interesting things with this Exeggutor, as I'm going to take a Psychic not well at all, and over here I'll actually wake up. So it was a power nap and I go for Stockpile for some reason. I think it was a misclick, so my bad, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Ultimately I was going to sack the Gentleman, and this sub would have probably not even faded out because the Gentleman is not very strong. So the Gentleman will go down. Him and his stash have done a good scouting job, as I'm going to send out a nice Fab Hat. Fab Hat loves his hat, and he's going to show it off, just like the Gentleman showed off his stash. As he's going to go for a Psychic, which will do a decent amount of damage, half. So at this point, another Psychic will take me down. However, I have the Shadow Ball on my Miss Mangus, and it will do a decent amount of damage, enough to knock the sub out. And the sub will come on out, as you can see, but he goes for another substitute. At this point, I'm like, is he trying to stall my subs out and get the citrus with the harvest? Is it that sort of Exeggutor? Luckily for me, the sub will wear out again, and he'll put up another one. So you'll see the returns of this. This is turn number 2 of it. As once again, sound like a broken record going around, but the sub will fade out. And then this is where things get interesting. A berry will come on out, and it will actually raise his special attack. So this is a +2 Exeggutor with speed with a +1 special attack. And I'm like, well, that's not scary. What is it gonna do? And suddenly I realize this thing has harvest. That's right. +2 in 1 turn, and he'll get a sub up. Actually, he won't even need to get a sub up. He'll just go for the Giga Drain and get his health back. At this point, Exeggutor can outspeed my whole team, except for my Typhlosion, which is Choice Scarf. I was blown away with this. I've never seen this Exeggutor come onto a battlefield and do something like that. So it was really awesome to see. Kudos to you for bringing that in and actually using it. And kudos to you for playing it right. I don't see a lot of that. So Coca-Cola's just going to erupt it, take it down, as Coca-Cola didn't bring his umbrella, so the rain will start falling down on Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's not feeling good. He's not He doesn't enjoy the rain, so I'm like, you know what? Come on back. You don't want to get wet, because you know when you have wet feet, you're gonna catch a cold, and I don't want him to catch a cold. It's flu season, so you gotta be careful. And this works out because the only Pokemon I do want to get poisoned is Honeydew. Honeydew enjoys the poison and the rain. He's just having a grand time, so I'm just gonna go for a stab plus poison facade over here, and it does a lot of damage, way too much, as he's gonna go for the Scald, which does get increased in the rain. And I'll get some poison damage, which isn't bad. Honeydew is one of those Pokemon that will slowly wear itself down. And I'll get the KO here, which is awesome because now I can switch my Typhlosion in any time of the, or go for an eruption at any point of the battle, and I'll be okay. As this guy comes in, I'm not gonna say his name. We might blur it out, but I'm surprised that he got it onto the field with that nickname. And Solid Snake totally walls this thing, as if it does go for a Shadow Ball or Shadow Sneak, not Shadow Ball, Shadow Sneak, it'll do nothing. And if he goes for a poison attack, it'll once again do nothing. So my Steelix totally walls Muck. Muck is just gonna get on out of there, as he's gonna sacrifice this Olga. I just went for an Earthquake. Wasn't really predicting much over here, and I know nothing. Well, a lot of things on his team wants to take an Earthquake. So that was an interesting play. And Sunny D will come on out, and Sunny D will set up the sun. The drought will come in, and suddenly my Solid Snake is feeling a bit hot. He didn't take off his winter coat. So I'm just gonna sack off my Honeydew, get a free switch in. I don't know what this Ninetales wants to do, but it goes for the extra sensory, which was interesting. So I figured this is a prime time to set up my gas powered stick, and like the battle before, gas powered stick likes to dance, and this is DDR2, the return of Dragonair. So we see that Solar Beam does nothing. I'm comfortable enough to go into my gas powered stick and set up a Dragon Dance, and he's just gonna withdraw Sunny D, as once again I'm gonna go for another Dragon Dance. And at this point, Muck is gonna get rock damage, and the amount of HP he's at, he's not gonna take a +2 Outrage. And yeah, it is sunny, but it does nothing. But Dragonair enjoys the sun, and it's just a bit of encouragement, because you know, after all the rain that happened earlier on in the battle, it's nice to have a little sun on the field. So Purple Nurple will come in, and Purple Nurple's looking a bit purple, a bit purple, Smurfy even. So he's just gonna go for a protect on the Purple Nurple. That's interesting. The sunlight's gonna fade as he does go for a protect. My Outrage will not get those little Tweety birds around me, and I'll just go for an Outrage over here, and it'll do a decent amount of damage. But Purple Nurple does survive it, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting Purple Nurple to take the hit, which he did, but over here I revealed that I am Jet Skin. The Toxic will go away on the very first turn. At this point, I felt it was very discouraging for him, maybe, to see that. So whatever potential sweep that he wanted to stop with, Dragonair just ended over there, and the Tweety birds will come on out, or the Twitter birds. Hashtag something, gas powered stick, right? So Sunny D cannot outspeed me and cannot take an Outrage thanks to the rock damage, and the sun will come on out, as it is a nice sunny day for gas powered stick to go for an Outrage. And that will end the battle. It was a nice quick battle, but Tom really brought some interesting Pokemon, like seeing his team, awesome synergy, and because once Harvest is under the sun, he'll automatically get that berry, and he could just continue that chain until he's at +6, which is really scary when you think about it. So kudos to you for bringing that set, Tom. That really made my day. And once again, thank you so much for just sending a message and getting to just telling me how much fun you had. So once again, this goes out to you, Tom. Shout outs to you, and you keep on battling. Like, you keep bringing those interesting sets, because people are definitely going to notice, and I notice right away. And with that, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want. And as we are a brand new channel, I know I say this quite a bit, but it's nice to always get the feedback and just bring content that you guys like, and it really does help me and Crump develop as you are PokeTubers to really get content that you enjoy, like, and want to see. And yeah, on more news, when this video gets released, hopefully within the next day or two, breaking fourth wall over here, the Mega Draft has already ended, and the Toronto Star Raptors have selected Mega Charizard X as their first ever Pokemon to be drafted. So look forward to that. I'm really excited to have Mega Charizard X because I've never battled with one, and so it's gonna be really interesting to see how I use that. So with that, you guys have a very, very good day, and don't forget your umbrella when it's raining or it looks a bit cloudy, because you know, rain happens and it's unpredictable. So this is Cap signing off. And the bear comes into my house, and I'm like, this is my house. You gotta leave.
This is hand, this hips, whatever. Yeah, do it again. I dare you. That's fine.